Hello, I'm Patrick O'Rourke, Ambassador Patrick. So I'm 35 years old. I'm born in Chicago. I'm from Chicago. I live in Chicago, Illinois, United States. Uh, I got schizophrenia. I'm disabled with schizophrenia. Uh, yeah, so I dropped out of high school back in 2010 when I was too old to keep going. So I made it to 12th grade, but I couldn't get enough points to finish it. So I've been on SSI for all my life because I'm disabled with schizophrenia. I have a schizophrenia as my disability, and I'm unable to work. I've been writing poetry for 20 years, since 2005 when I wrote my first poem for a school assignment. Uh, it was a ode. I am not a political man. I do not like to take a stand, but when I go to cast my vote, I make sure it counts. That was my first poem I ever wrote back in 2005. It was a school assignment to write an ode, and so I wrote an ode. So my first poem was an ode. I've always looked up to poets all my life because poetry is one of my favorite things. I follow Jesus Christ. I was raised Catholic, Roman Catholic. I went through confirmation uh, in eighth grade. I went through confirmation. I got the communion, confirmation, baptism. So yeah, my patron saint is Saint Patrick. Because I chose Patrick because I'm Patrick, and my friend Patrick Wernick was in front of me, and he chose Joseph, and my middle name was Joseph, so I was going to choose Joseph, but then he chose Joseph, so I was like, well, I'm Patrick, so I'll pick Patrick. And I picked Patrick, and my name is Patrick, and I'm double Patrick, Patrick. When I was a kid, I went by I went by the name Patrick because I thought my name had two T's in it, and then when I went to first grade, they found out on my birth certificate it was written with one T. So I I had a false name for my beginning life, and I'm Patrick O'Rourke. I'm taking over the internet. My name is Patrick Joseph O'Rourke. I've never been on a date all my life. I've been single all my life. I've only uh, had online girlfriends, but never really for long or never really serious. So I've painted over 100 paintings, and I've written thousands of poems over the years, thousands of poems, because I've been writing poetry since 2005 for 20 years. So I write poems, I write poetry, and my favorite type of poetry is free verse. I write uh, descriptive poetry where I go into detail in describing things. That's when I'm not writing a poem declaring my love for Jesus Christ because Jesus saved my life and He's my best friend. Jesus is my best friend. Uh, yeah, so I'm 6'2", 359 pounds. The last time I was weighed in February of this year. So 359, 359 pounds, 6'2". Uh, most of my teeth are gone, uh, because uh, it they just decayed away. Uh, my dad lost his teeth and my mom lost her teeth, so it was in my DNA to lose my teeth. My teeth were just gonna go away, so most of my teeth are gone. I don't do drugs. The only drug I do is haloperidol, which is my schizophrenia medication. I take one pill a day every day. I've been taking it since 2005, 2010. I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, paranoid schizophrenia in February 10th, 2010. I was born November 7th, 1990. Uh, I'm a Scorpio, so Scorpio. I love Jesus with all my heart and all my soul. Jesus is my best friend. Uh, so, uh, yeah, I've been playing video games all my life. My first game console was a Sega Genesis, and the first game I ever played, well, the second game I ever played was a Sonic game, but my first game I ever played was X-Men 2 on the Sega Genesis. That was the first game I ever played that I ever played. I also played Gauntlet Legends. That was a good game. Half-Life 2, I love that. Morrowind, I love that. Uh, I love Oblivion. I love I don't like Skyrim as much as Oblivion, and I don't like Oblivion as much as Morrowind, because Morrowind was my favorite first RPG I ever played, and Knights of the Republic, Star Wars Knights of the Republic was my first favorite game of all time. Star Wars Knights of the Republic. I like Revan. I like to be Revan. I'm Revan in the game, and in Star Wars Knights of the Republic, I saved the galaxy and won the girl and had a great end. So I hope the world will be like that. I trust in Jesus, I faith in Jesus, believe in Jesus. Jesus is my best friend. I've been making YouTube videos since 2016 on a lot of accounts that are gone now. Some of them I just lost access to the password. Others I deleted over time. And yeah, so that's me. I'm Patrick O'Rourke, Patrick Joseph O'Rourke, born November 7th, 1990. N7 Day, which is Mass Effect Day. I was the original N7 because I was born on N7 Day. It's also Lestat's birthday. Lestat has the same birthday as me because Lestat's birthday was Anne Rice's husband was born on November 7th, and so she created the character Lestat because of her husband. Uh, he was born on November 7th, same day as me, but a different year. And I'm born 1990. I'm 6'2", 359 pounds. Uh, yeah, most of my teeth are gone. Uh, yeah, I had my tonsils removed when I was a kid. I had my tonsils removed when I was a kid because it was closing up my airway when I slept at night, and so it was killing me. I'm deathly allergic to benzotropine, which is a drug they give for schizophrenia. It's for the Parkinson's created by schizophrenia. So I'm deathly allergic to benzotropine. Yeah. So, and I've taken it like a few times in my life and almost died all the times I took it is because they forget that I'm deathly allergic to it, and then I take it, and then I start dying again. And so hopefully that doesn't happen again. So I love you all. Stay safe. Like, subscribe, comment to you all. Thank you for watching. Uh, Share it with your friends. Trust in Jesus. I love you all. Trust in Jesus. Have faith in Jesus. Believe in Jesus. That's my story. I'm Patrick O'Rourke. I love you all. Peace out. Ambassador Patrick. I love you all. Peace out.